Hello, I'm Quentin.
And I'm Thurston.
And you're watching the Gold Daily News Show.
At this time, please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Go on out to support our Lady Purple soccer team as they play Portland at the Pit.
Also, to show some spirit for our volleyball team that plays St. Joe's.
Show some pride for our football team as they play Franklin Simpson.
Sports isn't the only thing that's cooking up today. Today's lunch will be pizza with some steamed corn.
Remember, math and social studies finals are today for 6th grade and 7th grade. Finals for reading and English. Good luck.
This means everyone needs to get a good night's sleep and eat some good nutrients for breakfast. Now we are here with author Joe Drape.
Hi,
Hi, how are you doing today?
Quentin. I'm doing great, and I'm glad to be here with you guys in the Gold News production.
Thank you. So who inspired you to write?
You know, my mom and dad inspired me to write. Every day in the morning at breakfast, the newspaper was on the kitchen table. And I had 3 brothers, and we all used to fight over the sports page. And that's the first thing I started reading. And then my mother was a great reader, and she gave me the great books, like Tom Sawyer and Huck Finn and the Jungle Book. And so they were the first ones who got books into my hands. And that's why I am a writer and reader still.
Wow.
Did you study writing in college?
Thurston, I was an English major at Southern Methodist University. So yes, I did study writing in college. It was something, if you read a lot, it comes a little naturally to write, and it was something I really did want to do.
How long have you been writing for the New York Times?
I'm in my 15th year at the New York Times. I'm a sports writer there. Over my career, though, Quentin, I've worked for the Dallas Morning News, the Atlanta Constitution, and when you're a newspaper guy, you move a lot.
What is the most shocking story you have ever reported on?
You know, I've done hurricanes, I've done earthquakes, I've done plane crashes, and they're all incredibly sad and tragic. And it's very strange to sort of walk into a disaster zone. But when you're a journalist in these classes, this is what it's for, is you've got to get information to people. They want to know what happened, who it happened to, and how it happened. So you do have to wander into these places and do the best you can to gather the information and convey it to people.
Who is the most famous person you've ever met?
Probably the most famous and the most impressive was Nelson Mandela, who was the man behind freeing up South Africa. I've met him. I've met President Clinton when he was a president. I was at the White House. I've not met President Obama, and I've met too many athletes to even mention, and coaches. Trying to think here in Kentucky. I've met John Calipari. I've met Rick Pitino, and your football coaches, I think that those are the 2 of the basketball coaches.
What is the best book you think you have ever written?
Oh, it's like, who's your favorite kid? You really can't say that if you're a mom or dad. You love all your kids and you love all your books. A really good experience I had, and that's germane to here, is Trent Steelman is at West Point right now and plays quarterback for the Army football team. And he sat right here like you guys did. Miss Pollard taught him when he was in junior high school. And now he's the quarterback there. So for the past year, I spent with the football team and on the campus at the United States Military Academy. And I'm learning just how hard a life those guys have, and how hard they study, and how hard they work to be soldiers and good people. And then the fact they get to play football is the funnest thing they do in the course of the week. So it's called Soldiers First, Duty, Honor, Country, and Football at West Point. And it's my latest book, and I've enjoyed it. It brought me here to Bowling Green to you guys. I signed books last night at the Barnes & Noble, and Mr. and Mrs. Steelman came out. They talked about what a great school this was and how hard Trent worked to get out of here and how much they expected from you guys here. So you're in a great place. They're giving you all the tools to go out and do whatever you want to be.
What also newspapers have you worked for?
The Atlanta Constitution, the Dallas Morning News, the Charlotte Observer, and those are it. The New York Times.
And finally, how many books have you written?
I've written 6 books, and like I said, every one of them is special. And the reason I write books is to go out and have adventures, because otherwise it's just work. But when I go out and write a book, I want to learn something. I want to inform myself and discover something. So, it's been a whole wide range. I've written a biography of the first African-American jockey who won the Kentucky Derby back in 1902 and 1903. And he had this extraordinary life in Russia and Paris, and it was fun getting to go to Russia and Paris. I wrote a book about a high school football team that won 77 games in a row in a small town. And I moved my wife and my son to Kansas, to a town of 1,900, which when you come from New York City and there's 8 million people, you go to a place like Smith Center, Kansas, and there's 1,900, it's kind of shocking. So, but it was fun. I got to live in a small town for a year. So I write them and I have fun, and even when you're an old man like me, you keep learning. So you guys need to just keep learning.
Well, thank you for watching the Gold Daily production team. This is Joe Drape, signing off. Bye.
Thanks for having me.
This is the Purple Daily production team. I'm Allison.
And I'm Abigail.
Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Today's lunch is popcorn chicken with the choices of fresh fruits or veggies.
Today's weather is high 81 and low of 53.
7th grade has a field trip to Hidden River Cave tomorrow.
Bowling Green girls basketball has their first game on the 29th.
Cross Country State meets the 27th of October.
The first meeting of the International Club will be October 30th in Miss Lee's room. If you are interested in joining this club, plan on staying after school until 4.
Now an announcement from our own BGJHS teacher and veteran, Mr. C.
Have a great day, Bowling Green Junior High.
Good morning, BGJHS.
This is your Gold Spirit Weekly News team.
Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Today's lunch choices are hamburger, cheeseburger with fresh fries, and assorted fruits and veggies.
Today's weather is a high of 65 degrees and a low of 43 degrees with no rain.
Tomorrow is the homecoming game for the Bowling Green High School football.
Now here is a story about Lane Goodwin, the boy who is fighting cancer. Lane Goodwin, 13, was diagnosed with stage 4 alveolar rhabdomyosarcoma in 2010. After checking up on him again, they found out it had spread to his brain.
Lane is from McLean County, and his friends and family said that his fighting spirit throughout his illness has been remarkable and inspiring.
His Facebook page, Prayers for Lane Goodwin, reached 50,000 likes in a short time after a story from WLKY. Prayers for Lane Goodwin, his page reached 100,000 likes.
All of his friends hope that the likes will keep growing as I pray for him.
Lane is known for thumbs up for Lane. People from all over the world are giving him thumbs up.
A book of hope is being made for Lane, his family, with pictures of his friends and different supporters giving him thumbs up.
Unfortunately, Lane Goodwin died at 7:53 p.m. Wednesday.
We hope that his family is in good shape and that they are well.
This was the new Gold Weekly production team.